Good morning. I am Dr. Shovik Chatterjee, head of the Department of Juridical Sciences, GIS University. This is the introductory lecture in respect of the subject Transfer of Property Act. It is basically property law as such. When we are dealing with property, it has to be mentioned that the entire gamut of this particular subject and group of acts that are going to be taught include real property, because generally property are of two types. One includes the real ones and the other includes the intellectual ones. The intellectual ones like copyright and trademarks and patents, those are properties which are considered in abstract form. They are not real property. As far as Transfer of Property Act is concerned, it is related to real property, and in respect of real property also, the other gamut of Transfer of Property Act deals with the question of immovable property. Before the definition of movable and immovable property comes into picture, a basic introduction is required as to why this legislation had to come up in 1882. It did happen during the British period. The main question was that before that there used to be a lot of property transactions. That means transfer of real property, but there was no law for the timing in force which actually did tell what were the requirements or what were the responsibilities on the part of the transferor and the transferee. So Transfer of Property Act 1882 came up with that information. Coming down to the type of the act, it's a substantive law. Generally speaking, laws are of two types. One includes the procedural ones, where the process relating to how to file it in which court and how the trial goes up and how the judgment is being passed. That is one part. And the other question is in respect of the substantive laws. Property law is just like that, which basically says that what are the so-called consequences in respect of a transaction or in respect of a transfer, which in proper legal language it is basically called alienation. Well, generally speaking, any respective property, whether it is a immovable property, whether it is a real property, there are three essential attributes relating to that property. That means the property generally has an ownership, which is basically called title. Then there is a concept of possession, that means under whose possession that property is. And finally there is a concept of power of alienation, which basically means that how can that property be retransferred, whether the person who is the holder of the property, the person having the title, has the right in terms of transferring it in any particular form or any particular way, whether it is a lease or whether it is a sale or whether it is a gift or whatever. Now, continuing with what is being mentioned, that in the context of property, the word property is not actually defined in the Transfer of Property Act 1882, but from the provisions that are being there, which we'll discuss in the later lectures, it is very evident that the concept of property is basically related to real property. Why this act was being required was due to the fact that wherever there is to be wrongs in terms of the interest of the transferor or the interest of the transferee. Besides, there were a lot of cases where either of the parties, their relatives, they died, and the question came up as to what will be the effect of those transfers. There were no law for the timing in force at that time which could address it. So Transfer of Property Act in that way was a blessing in disguise. I mean, once the act came up, there was a framework being given how the properties were supposed to have been transferred. And there used to be huge level of transfer of immovable property. I mean, property including agricultural lands, property including houses, property including different types of orchards. There were huge amount of transactions, but the transactions did take place without an existing act for the timing in force which guided the question of property. Now, as far as the definition, in very simple layman's language, the word property is a physical thing which is the subject matter of ownership or other rights. So that is the basic definition. And just because the definition of property has not been given in the Transfer of Property Act 1882, the definition is sometimes given from other acts, like section 2 of the Benami Transaction Prohibition Act of 1988, which says property means property of any kind, whether movable or immovable, whether tangible or intangible, and includes any right or interest in such property. So that is the basic introduction being given to the concept of property.